right.
Can I talk to you about something personal? And I don't know if you want to get into this. Stop me if you don't.
Of course, Anthony Anderson doesn't want to discuss his personal life, and you know why? It's a hot, stinking mess, and even his ex Alvina Stewart is now sharing the ugly details of their married life. They finally called it quits after 22 years of being together, and as soon as their 19-month-long separation process was over, Alvina didn't wait a second before spilling the beans on her pathetic ex's cringy behavior, and boy, he doesn't like her brutal honesty at all.
So now I'm standing on stage in total darkness, being crucified.
So, get this, the divorce process is over now, according to court documents. Anthony's got to fork over a staggering $20,000 every single month in alimony. I mean, that's a nice bonus his ex will be getting, which basically made everyone jealous of her. But you know what, guys? Judging by her recent comments about this man's ugly nature, it seems like she deserves every single coin. And if you've been following this drama, you know, it isn't their first rodeo with the whole divorce thing. They played this game back in 2015, when Alvina filed for divorce, seeking spousal support and citing irreconcilable differences in her filing. However, in 2017, she dropped her previous divorce petition, and it felt the couple has smoothed out of wrongs and emerged stronger than ever.
I think it's healthy. I think the conversation is always healthy.
But suddenly, we were hit with this mess again. Now, you can't say that real life isn't as dramatic as the movies. You know, the story between these two deserves its own scenario, and boy, it seems like with Alvina's recent statements, this is not a happy and promising end for Anthony. Well, his ex-wife knows a lot of creepy stuff about him, since they've been known each other for years. Picture this. Howard University, it's sophomore year for him, freshman year for her. As he shared the details of their fateful meeting, he said, "I knew a girl who lived in the apartment, so I went to knock on the door to invite her to this party that me and my buddies were having. My wife answered the door. I was like, I was coming to invite Stacy to this party we're having. Stacy didn't show up, but my wife did, and we have been together ever since that night." It actually felt like their romance was meant to last, and throughout the years, Alvina has certainly learned her soon-to-be ex. The couple got married not in '99 and welcomed 2 kids. But you know what they say, it ain't all sunshine and rainbows in Tinseltown, and Anthony had his share of controversy to explain.
You know, it's unfortunate, man, that, you know, as celebrities, we're targets, you know, with things like that, man. But, you know, everybody has a speed bump in life.
You would never expect our favorite funny man from Blackish to have had quite the roller coaster ride in Hollywood. He's been around since the late 90s, gracing our screens with his comedic charm. But here's the kicker. Behind the scenes, he's faced not 1, not 2, but 3 allegations of a horrible misconduct. In 2004, things got real messy for him when a woman spilled the beans about a disturbing incident involving Anderson and an assistant director, Wayne Witherspoon. It allegedly happened on the set of Hustle and Flow. I'm not going to dive into the horrible details of those allegations. Let me just say that the poor 25-year-old had the most horrible experience in her life, while these two mistreated her with their hands and took pictures of her while she was nude. Anderson's spokesman denied the allegations, swearing up and down that he was a happily married family man who'd never been involved in anything remotely like that, and it's all lies, and they could prove it in court.
Somebody just out to get a fast buck, and the court saw it, the people saw it, and here we are.
But hold on, there's more. Just when you thought things couldn't get messier, Anderson faced 2 more allegations right after that. He was in his mid-30s, and he'd been singing the same old song, preaching his innocence since the beginning. It's like the universe had it out for him, with lawsuits flying left and right. As it was stated, the alleged victim walked into the Hollywood division of Lapt and filed a police report with the department. We are told the incident happened over a year ago after she met the actor while working at an event he threw. We're told after the initial event, the woman met with Anderson a second time to discuss future business opportunities when the alleged misconduct occurred. Anderson's reps kept on denying the allegations, calling them ridiculous. But it seems like no one believed in the actor's innocence, and behind the laughs and the lights of Hollywood, there's a whole lot of scandal, which he had to face.
Trying to work on the film and, you know, just scream something that didn't happen.
However, despite this man's attempt to clear his name, it felt like fans stopped looking at him through the prism of his professional achievements and got more of his nasty and ugly personal side, which no one expected to be that horrible. As one person commented, "I've always had a hard time watching him on TV. Now I know why. I read the court affidavit. There was a witness." And another user added, "In my book, Anthony took the place of Bill Cosby. He was darn good at it. Now, what we gonna do now?" However, as you have noticed, Anthony has become the master of this game of denying all the claims, and together with his shark attorney, they built a creative strategy, counter-blaming all the alleged victims and labeling them as liars who are seeking for the actor's money.
Man, there are people lurking in corners now that weren't lurking before, you know, just to look out, you know, for me, my family, right, and our best interests and all that.
Basically, this man walked over the entire Me Too movement by blatantly accusing the victims of spreading lies. As the actor's spokesman added, it's unfortunate that anyone can file a police report, whether it is true or false. The authorities have not contacted Anthony or any of his representatives about this matter. Anthony unequivocally disputes the claim. And you won't believe what happened, guys. The Day ended up dropping the case and claimed there was a lack of evidence to prosecute the actor. But a lawsuit that flew under the radar leaves more than just a stain on the reputation. Scandal and shade became Anderson's second name, and apparently, his wife began to see him for the man he truly was.
Incident. Me and my wife, we did get separated. It's no, it's good and bad. It's okay. It's good and bad.
Seeing that this man is not going to change his habits, and she may be dragged into a nasty scandal in the future, Alvina made a brave decision to exit this drama. And, of course, along the way, she decided to take as much with her as possible and leave this man to deal with the consequences of his pathetic choices. According to Vanity Fair, she filed for divorce on March 25, 2022, asking for spousal support and that her attorney's fees be paid by her ex. She also asked that all property acquired throughout the marriage be treated as community property and split equally between them. And if all of this legal battle wasn't enough, Anthony's also been battling type 2 diabetes and cardiovascular disease for decades. He's been on a health journey, shedding weight and trying to lead a healthier lifestyle. His health battles have been a lifelong struggle, and he's been open about it.
I was the first person in my family to be diagnosed with it, then my mom.
Now, this man's life seems to be getting even more complicated, and although he's been going through a lot, apparently his wife still remains firm in her desire to squeeze as much money as possible. You see, as it reported, Anderson's spousal support obligation will be tied to his income. If Anderson's annual income exceeds $2 million a year, his ex will get a cut of 20% of that income. Anderson was reportedly making $9 million per season as star and producer on Black-ish, which aired its final episode last year. And his current net worth is impressive as well. Well, you may think that he would be fighting for every cent, right? However, unlike many divorcing celebs, Anthony made a brave decision to go with the flow, and it's been speculated that he's simply afraid of what his wife has to say about his shady past. The truth that the actor's been hiding may tarnish his image forever, and he'd rather agree to her demands than go through another round of humiliation.
I didn't want to do that to my family, and so that really was a second wake-up call for me.
But it seems like it's too late to make for all the hurt and trouble he created in the past, and his ex knows it better than anyone else. Due all this drama, Anderson's marriage with Alvina finally hit the rocks. However, after hearing all these stories about Anderson's shady past, fans eagerly taking his ex-wife's side in this story. As one person commented, this woman went through a lot with this man. He cheated before on her, yet she took him back. He got the Hollywood big head and forgot the marriage vows he took. She deserves everything she had asked for. And another user added, "You never know what a person has had to deal with in a marriage. You all are just looking at numbers. Whatever she is getting still may not be enough for the pain and drama associated with being with her ex." So, there you have it, guys. Anthony Anderson's life is now like a never-ending roller coaster with twists, turns, and controversies galore. But what do you think about all that? Is he truly that nasty as his ex-wife portrays him? Drop your comments below, and thanks for watching this video. Bye.